Welcome back to Winter Stays On. It's been a while, but today I'm going to be talking about where the MLB should do their next Field of Dreams game. The Field of Dreams game last night was an absolute, just beautiful setting for MLB, a beautiful look for MLB. MLB nailed this one right on the head with this game. It was a beautiful scene. Kevin Costner walking out of the corn with all the other players. I mean, not much else you could ask for an MLB game, America's pastime. It symbolized exactly what the MLB is. Just the passion for the game of a small town in Iowa coming out for a great show the MLB put on. But that begs the question, where does the MLB do this next? And do they do it next? It doesn't have to do with the movie. There's a lot of options the MLB could go with. I think the three reasons the MLB had such a successful game last night and why everyone loved it was, one, the movie setting, was the fact that it was after a movie, 1989 movie Field of Dreams. It was at that setting. It had a story behind it. Second, and a very close second, was just the visual appeal of it, where it was, how it looked, and just the beauty of the setting. You got the cornfield, got the baseball field plopped right in there, the beautiful sunset last night. And then the third one was obviously the actual game. It was a great game. We had the go-ahead home runs in the top of the ninth, and then the walk-off by Tim Anderson in the bottom of the ninth. So I think those are the three reasons why the game was great. Obviously, you can't replicate how good the game was. So that just is the cherry on top of why this game was so popular. So a couple spots that I think the MLB should go with for their next game, a couple ones that come to my mind, is you could do one in Yosemite National Park. You could go Grand Canyon. You could go Niagara Falls. Those are three that I think beauty and setting-wise would be a great spot to have it. Another one that I think would be a great spot is also the Badlands or Mount Rushmore. Somehow put a baseball field in that area. Now, this is very tough. I don't know if it's possible for all these locations. I mean, like springing a baseball field just out of the ground just like that is a very tough thing to do, and not all locations you can just suddenly plop a baseball field down. But those are just some of the spots that come to mind. More that come to mind are do it on like a freaking boat. We saw basketball do it with UNC versus Michigan State. Why not put baseball on a boat? Put it on an aircraft carrier. Is that even possible? I don't know. But why not give it a try? Just give it a thought. Those are a couple that come to mind first. If I had a couple written down. Rocky Mountains you could do. Now, you already have kind of the Colorado Rockies just in Denver, but like more of a beautiful setting. You could go Silver Sands Beach. I think that's pretty awesome. You see a lot of concerts there a lot of the times. You could do a Hawaii. Another one that I think would be very cool is a Lake Tahoe. We saw that with the NHL this year, and that was a beautiful place to play it at. Lake Tahoe would be an option. Now, the reason I say a bunch of American and U.S. spots instead of the international spots is because I think MLB needs to build their brand more in the U.S. before they go abroad. We've seen, I don't know, we might have done a Mexico City series, I'm not sure. I know we did the London series a couple years ago. We did the Japan series, and those were all successes. But the MLB needs to grow their brand in the United States first. I mean, obviously, it's not the most popular sport in the United States. So it needs to grow that first before we go out. Oh, we did the Dominican series, I think. We did the one in the Caribbean. I just don't know which one it was. I think it was, or Cuba. It might have been Cuba. I'm not sure, though. But, like, all those places we're going to have big baseball fans, and it's a success, but I do think we need to grow the United States first. So if I'm just going to keep throwing some out there, and you could tell me more in the comments. What if they did like a Central Park game? Central Park's pretty big, but building a baseball field in there, it's probably impossible. You could do like an Alaska or Hawaii game. They never get much love. That would be pretty awesome. I don't really know anything that has to do with a movie, so that's why I'm kind of doing more just beauty spots. But I think I was listening to a podcast earlier. They were like, instead of just doing it for 1 year, why not make it like a 3-year series? So have the Field of Dreams go for 3 years, then go Grand Canyon 3 years, then go Hawaii 3 years, and so on and so forth. I think that would be pretty awesome. Or you give every single team that one special series a year, and they go to a special spot. That would probably cost a lot of money for the MLB, but I know the MLB has a lot of money that they just don't use. You could go up to Cooperstown and do a game. That would be pretty awesome. Obviously, they have the Cooperstown baseball tournament there. That would be pretty cool. That would be similar to the Little League World Series game. But those are just some of my thoughts where the MLB should do their next big game. Big, like, I don't know what it would be called. I can't think of a movie, though, like a baseball movie that could, like, work like Field of Dreams. Like, Field of Dreams is such a specific movie and specific to a baseball field and bringing baseball to a specific spot. There's not many baseball movies like that. So those are my thoughts. I mean, other sports could do it, too. You could see, like, a Hoosiers NBA type game. You could see an NFL game that has to do with, like, I don't even know, facing the Giants or the blind side. I don't know how you would do it. Field of Dreams was just so perfect. I loved it last night. Those are my thoughts. Comment where you think the MLB should do their next game down below. So that'll be it. Peace.